Let's have it!
Cut! Delightful. That's a print. Thank you very much. Well, my friends, you've just seen a startling example of the weaker sex in action. Make believe, I grant you, but still something to think about. For though man may have more muscle than woman, there can never be any defense against the unexpected. And we all know that the ladies are, well, shall we say, full of surprises. Our young doctor found out the hard way, didn't he? Actually, he got nothing more nor less than he deserved. His manners were perfectly atrocious. But it's early yet. And before the evening is over, you'll see not one, but two more examples of men who shun chivalry and forget the fabled fury of their female foes and live, but not for long, to regret it. For obvious reasons, our stories together are called The Lethal Ladies, and our leading players are Howard Morris, Rosemary Murphy, Pamela Curran, and Ralph Moody. Now, I strongly advise you, gentlemen, to brush up on your etiquette and have the proper respect. And if you don't agree, well, you could never say you weren't properly warned.
Yes.
Lavinia, your husband is on the phone from New York. Just a minute.
Lavinia? Yes, Myron?
Well, I've taken the plunge.
How much?
$7,316 to be exact.
Why, Myron, that's more than my entire allowance due for the year.
I know. I had to do it that way, dear. If it pays off, well, I won't have to borrow from you anymore.
I see. How interesting. What if it drops?
I won't panic, not this time. I'll rise and fall with Consolidated Alloys.
I see.
In the meantime, I've given Albert strict orders not to call me no matter what happens to that stock. Darling, we'll have a whole week away, just the two of us. A little holiday. Huh? How about that? It's about time.
A holiday? Where?
Right at home. 1 whole week. I want to go tramping through the hills with you, learning all about rocks and minerals. What do you say to that?
Why, Myron, it won't be much of a holiday for you.
Of course it will, darling. I might even take it up as a hobby. You never can tell. Did you find any interesting specimens today?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. Some beauties. I went all the way up to Granite Peak. When you get back, I'll show you. It'll fascinate you.
Oh, no, darling. You fascinate me. I think I'd better hang up now, dear. Albert and Flo are waiting dinner for me. I'll make it home as soon as I can.
I'll be up. Bye, Myron.
Goodbye, darling.
A whole week, honey.
One whole week. Good old Lavinia and me, huh?
But a whole week. Oh, I wish she'd fall down and break her neck.
Not Lavinia. You don't know her. She climbs like a goat.
She has to fall sooner or later. It's the law of, what do you call it?
Averages.
Yeah. So maybe she'll take a little tumble, say, next month. Or even next week. What about next week, honey?
Don't ask so many questions.
And when she does, just think of the lovely wake we'll have, honey.
Yes?
Lavinia, I have Mr. Albert White in New York for you.
Albert? Lavinia.
Yes, Lavinia.
Myron tells me he's bought Consolidated Alloys.
Consolidated Alloys, that's right.
But, 7,300? Really?
Well, look, I asked him to be more conservative, but he insisted on investing the entire amount.
And, if it drops?
Well, then he could lose all of his money. But I advised against it.
If it should drop, will you call me? I'll back it up.
Of course, Lavinia, I will indeed.
And, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention this call to Myron. He has his pride.
All right. Not a word from me. Is he there?
No. He's having dinner with a friend in the city. Good night, Albert. Give my love to Flo. Tired, dear?
I must have dropped off. All that climbing. I'm just not in shape, I guess. Care for a drink?
Later, dear.
Nothing like a nice, cool drink after a climb like that. Yeah. Cheers. You find what you were looking for? You and your rocks, me and my stocks. Pretty good, eh?
By the way, you haven't called Albert, have you?
I told you I wouldn't. I haven't looked at a newspaper either. Why do you always take it for granted I'm going to lose my nerve?
You needn't be so touchy, Myron.
Sorry. When'd you find this place, anyway?
I told you. Last week. Tramping around here all these years.
Man could break his leg here. Nobody'd ever find him.
Yes. Strata here.
Lavinia, be careful. Aren't you afraid?
Of what?
That.
Heights don't bother me.
You're lucky.
It's just a matter of willpower. If it bothers you, don't look down. Besides, it's only water. Getting used to it?
What?
The height.
The height. No.
I didn't think so. Heights aren't for you, dear. Neither are stocks.
What?
They couldn't stand heights either. They dropped yesterday.
Dropped?
5 points. You're wiped out, Myron. Those cozy little dinners with Albert and Flo won't be so cozy anymore.
What are you talking about?
3 miles back to the house. You'll have time to think about your future on the way.
I surprised you, didn't I, Lavinia? Your rocks are holding you down. They're going to drown you. You and your lousy rocks. Hello?
Oh, Mr. Sills, there's a call from Mrs. Sills from New York.
Put him on. I'll take it.
Go ahead, please.
Lavinia? She's not here. Who's this, Albert?
Yes, Myron?
Lavinia's not here. Is there a message?
No, it's not. It's just a little business matter that she wanted to talk over with me. Will you have her call me as soon as she comes in, will you?
Sure. As a matter of fact, I'm a little worried. She, went out earlier today on one of those rock hunting things of hers, you know. I was just about to go out and look for her when you called.
Well, then I won't keep you, Myron. I'll call later.
Yes, Albert, you do that. You call back later. Yes, Albert, I'm worried. Were you listening, Mercedes? Yes, sure you were. Witnesses, alibis. So that's how accidents happen. Here's to you, Myron, old boy. We've been pushing in the right direction. Here's mud in your eye, Lavinia, you old goat.
thinking I should be dead at the bottom of the pool. I shouldn't be alive, dead. I went over the edge. I started to scream. But I stopped somehow. I shut my mouth and somehow I managed to get a breath instead. When I hit that water, I had one thought. I'd better stay down. If I didn't, you'd have to finish me. There were plenty of rocks there for that. The harness kept me down, Myron. It's over 8 feet deep, that pool. Mud and slime. But I stayed down. I never lost control. You know what I did? I crawled. Crawled like one of those shell creatures in the ocean. I undid the harness, but I held on to it. After a while, I poked my nose up, just enough to get a breath. Shell creature. Mindless thing in the slime. You could do that to me, you little worm. Oh, it wasn't physical strength, Myron. No, not even will. I wanted to see you again, once more. Oh, how I wanted that. My lungs could have burst and I still would have held on. It's just Mercedes. She thinks that I'm out looking for you. I told her you were going out to look for me, and I told her that I was going out to search for you, that I was worried that you'd have a terrible accident. Trust her. Word'll get around. Poor Myron. Nothing ever works out right for you, does it? You thought with me out of the way that you'd get all my money. Well, I altered my will 6 months ago when I found out about your little trips to town. I'll have to carry you. It won't be easy, but we'll make it. Yes, Myron. We're going back to the pool. Here we go. Let's pick up the harness. We're on our way. Now listen carefully. I'm gonna give you the chance you didn't give me. I'm gonna give you the chance to come out of this alive. Don't plead. We're past all that. Listen. When I remove the tape, and you tumble over the ledge, your first instinct will be to scream. Listen, you've never had any control and you probably won't have any now, but listen carefully. Your life is going to depend on what I have to say. Do you understand? You've always been terrified by heights, Myron. You do panic easily. If you panic, you'll scream. And if you scream, you'll go into the pool without any air in your lungs at all. Your hands and feet are tied. You'll be weighed down by these rocks. You'll sink like a rock. True? You'll be dead in a matter of seconds. Do you understand? be down in any case. If you're dead, I'll cut off the cords and take off the harness. It was an accident. Myron fell, that's all. Yes, Myron. Be a long way down. For you. Now, here we go. Off comes the tape. On comes the harness. We're all set. Oh, no, you don't. You're not going to get out of this by fainting. Snap two. Snap two. Myron? 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 Myron! 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 You little worm. You had to go and die. You cheated me. You cheated me! You cheated me!
Now, boys, we have one more lesson to teach those of you who still suffer from delusions of male superiority. Come quickly. This may be your last chance to enroll.
Miss Quimby.
Oh, hello, Martha.
Look. Look.
Oh, it's beautiful. Richard?
This morning. Miss Quimby, this is our day. You know, I just saw some of the library committee leaving. Mr. Jacobson was cleaning and polishing the staff room all morning. Oh, Miss Quimby, I just know they voted you head librarian. Oh, now let me look at you. Here, put some of this on. Pink smoke.
Oh, I don't think so, Martha.
Oh, go ahead. It's almost colorless. Why, everyone uses it these days. Just a little.
Come in.
Excuse me, Miss Quimby. Come on, honey, we're late.
Why? Oh, now don't forget, just a little, and I know you look wonderful.
Come on, honey.
Miss Quimby, Mr. Delaphant is waiting for you in the staff room.
Thank you, Jessie. Tell Mr. Delaphant I'm on my way.
Well, Charles, I guess that's about all. I have an appointment back in the city. Shall I wait for you?
No, that won't be necessary. Yet?
Miss Quimby is here.
Oh, thank you. Send her in, please. Well, I'll call you tomorrow, Dick.
Fine. Good morning, Miss Quimby.
Good morning, Mr. Grant.
Morning, Miss Quimby.
Good morning, Mr. Delavant.
Here, won't you have a chair?
Thank you.
There we are. Oh, could I offer you some water?
No, thank you.
Well, perhaps some coffee. I could have Miss Swanson send some in.
No, thank you.
Well, now about this matter of chief librarianship. Since the death of Professor Sterling...
Yes?
But, of course, you are familiar with the library charter.
Yes. It says university degree or equivalent.
Or equivalent, yes. But, Miss Quimby, there have been so many new things, procedures. Now, in fairness to you, Miss Quimby, when you first came here, a college degree was not needed to be chief librarian. But that was 20 years ago. It was just a matter of putting books away on shelves.
Now it's library science. Mr. Delavant, I've been head librarian in actual fact for over 2 months now.
I'm sorry, Miss Quimby. Very sorry. Believe me, it was a most difficult decision to make. But you might feel proud. Now, the man we chose is certainly the most brilliant in his field. Dr. Bliss. Dr. Wilfred Bliss.
Why? Mr. Delavant, why wasn't I told? Wouldn't it have been kind?
Please, Miss Quimby, now it is no reflection on you, believe me, or your work. Now, we certainly want you to continue with us. You have 5 more years before you get your pension. And we certainly want you to stay with us until then.
Until then? Mr. Delavant, I have no intention of ever retiring. This place is my life. There is nothing else. I could never leave. Maybe I could go to the university at night and get my degree.
I'm sorry, Miss Quimby. The decision on Dr. Bliss has already been made by the board.
I see.
Miss Quimby, I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
Right in.
There's a seat right here, Miss Quimby.
Thank you, Mr.
Swanson?
Yes, Dr. Bliss.
If that long-distance call comes, have it wait. Have called back. I want nothing to interfere with this meeting.
Yes, Dr. Bliss.
This is our first meeting, ladies and gentlemen. Our first real meeting. The time for shaking hands and learning each other's name is over. Work begins. But first, let me say to you about myself, you will not find me diplomatic. I am no diplomat. I step on toes, I irritate, I even harass. But I get things done. I have been here 1 week now, and I can tell you quite undiplomatically, I do not like what I find. Wharton Memorial has outstanding resources. I would hardly be here otherwise. Outstanding. Yet it is the perfect example of a third-rate library. I shock you? Well, that is my purpose. Let me shock you further. The methods here are old-fashioned. They will be changed immediately.
Excuse me, Dr. Bliss.
Yes?
I don't think that's a fair judgment.
Oh?
The methods here are Miss Quimby's. And they're good ones. And I don't think you're giving them a fair judgment. And I don't believe I'm speaking only for myself.
Who are you speaking for?
I think for all of us.
You're Mr. Sutter in technical books.
Yes.
Allow me to make a statement. Mr. Sutter has evidently not understood me. I have no desire to change this staff. But the library comes first. The procedures are going to be reorganized. They are obsolete, outmoded. I am not given to unfair judgments, Mr. Sutter. If you think that I am, I will be glad to accept yours as the first resignation here. That will be all. What is it you wish to see me about, Miss Quimby?
I wanted to talk to you about Mr. Sutter.
My one weakness delights me to collect unusual china. Beautiful, isn't it? Sit. Exquisite. About Mr. Sutter?
I think his remarks were ill-considered, but he's young.
And loyal to you?
Yes. No great faults.
Miss Quimby, I really don't have to discuss this with you. A little out of your department, wouldn't you say?
I'm asking you to let him stay. He's been here 4 years. He's getting married.
Miss Quimby, I am terminating Mr. Sutter. Not because of his exhibition the other day, but because he is incompetent, a malcontent. And one more thing. He looks to you as head librarian and not to me.
I'm not your rival, Dr. Bliss.
Good. Then we understand one another. I wouldn't feel too guilty about Mr. Sutter, Miss Quimby. There are lots of other inferior libraries where he can get a position. He simply freed my hands. That's all. I suppose I should feel rather grateful to him.
Please, Dr. Bliss. Won't you reconsider?
I can tell you quite brutally, Miss Quimby, I'm intent upon only one thing: to replace this entire staff with fresh blood. People with degree credits, people who know who the head librarian is. In short, Miss Quimby, as an administrator of standing, I want my own staff. Which reminds me, how many keys are there to the rare book vault?
There are 2.
And you have one?
Yes.
Regulations state that only the head librarian shall have a key?
You want the key?
I insist upon it.
You shall have it. It's only a courtesy that Professor Sterling extended to me. Will there be other requests?
Yes. I'm afraid there may be quite a few, Miss Quimby.
I shall be here to grant them, Dr. Bliss.
Possibly. Though a new staff might conceivably change the atmosphere, drive out the dust, you know, shine up the place.
Why do you dislike me so, Dr. Bliss?
I don't dislike you, Miss Quimby. I'm merely doing my job. It's you who are making it personal. Come, Miss Quimby. Face it. I know exactly what's in your mind. Shall I name it? It's hatred, isn't it? Pure hatred. Isn't that it? Now, you thoroughly hate me, don't you? Don't you?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
That will be all, Miss Quimby.
Still at it, Mr. Jacobson?
Almost finished. Well, the end of another year, Miss Quimby.
Yes.
You going to see the headsman? They don't come any meaner than him. Well, good luck.
I just wanted to tell you, Miss Martin, what a valuable asset you've been to our staff. Very valuable indeed.
Thank you, Dr. Bliss.
I can't tell you what a change it was from Miss Benton. Oh, she was competent enough, but she had her mind on other things. Marriage and so forth. Well, until next fall then, Miss Martin.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. Have a nice summer.
Thank you. Yes?
Excuse me. These folders go into the vault?
Come in, Miss Quimby. Yes, those the Franklin letters?
Yes.
Sit, sit. Hello. Oh, yes, Jim. No forwarding address. That's right. No, I'm taking a real escape vacation this year. That's right. No one knows where I'm going. I'll be where no one can reach me. That's right. Well, I need it. Yes, it's been a rough year. That's right. Well, I'll see you in the fall when I get back. Goodbye. Where was I? Oh, yes. This.
Is it?
Your termination notice.
Termination?
Let's be realistic, Miss Quimby. You won't resign, no matter what I do or might do. You won't resign. You will hang on. Your pension fund benefits are to be returned to you. That compounded interest, that should be a nice, tidy little sum. Also, I've recommended you receive 1 month's severance check. Mr. Sutter got a job with the county library. You shouldn't have any difficulty.
I don't accept this. I shall protest to the library committee.
I advise you to forget about the library committee. I'm sending them this before I leave. It is my recommendation for your dismissal. Hello. Yes. Those letters went out this morning. That's right. Yeah, just a moment. You will have to pardon me, Miss Quimby. This phone's been ringing constantly. See, oh, yes, the Franklin letters. Would you place them in the vault, please? Here's the key. Yes. I hope you were able to purchase the Lincoln photographs. Good. Yes, very good. What's that? No. That was arranged weeks ago. Yes, that's right. No, we decided upon the sum. That is correct. No. I think if you check your record, you'll see that I'm correct. Will you please?
Come in, come in.
Dr. Bliss,
Yes, what is it now?
there's water in the vault. I think it must be the pipe.
What? This is awful. Come along, come along. I don't know much about these things. I don't know where it's coming from. Miss Quimby, get Jacobson. Perhaps he can help. See if he's still here.
Yes, Dr. Bliss. All right.
Miss Quimby. Miss Quimby. Miss Quimby! Miss Quimby! Open the door! I know someone will hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me.
Well, Miss Quimby, it's you and me every year. Always the last ones to leave. Have a good summer. Until September, then.
Until September?
I'll start watering your flowers next week.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Quimby.
Goodbye, Mr. Jacobson. Goodbye, Dr. Bliss.
But for Miss Quimby, September never came. Pity. Unfortunately for her, she chose to spend her summer vacation in a rustic little town called Graniteville. Lost her footing while strolling along a lonely and rather dangerous ridge and plunged into the pool below. She was an accomplished librarian, a successful murderess, but a very, very bad swimmer.